Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Andre Simpson. Hey, guys, I'm gonna do this lead training here. I'm gonna try to keep it condensed within about 30 minutes. Within about 30 minutes, so that you can really, so I don't drag it all out. Uh, Basically, when it comes to our leads, as you know, we use the Woofu link to generate leads, and on these leads, we have the person give their name, we give their email address and their phone number. We give all of their information. You can copy the one that we set up. Mine might be a little bit too strong. Okay, looks like Trey is getting on right now. Let's see. Stop focus. I think I'm on. So you want to contact, so you have their information. My form might be a little bit too strong for you. Um, However, let me see. I guess I might need to send him the link. How about I do that? I still just see the invite. Okay. Give me 1 second here. See if I can get him on. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna keep moving forward. He responded, and see, he should have received the invitation. You can ask him, does he need the link? Okay. So we'll wait for that response. So anyway, let's get right on into it. Calling and generating leads. When you're dealing with the leads are obviously, there's a ton of people that you don't know. So you have people from all walks of life. You have people that are serious. You have people that's not serious. You have all kinds of people responding, and we just want you to be totally prepared for that. If you one thing that we learn about leads is that you got to get your activity level here in order to start seeing some success. You got to get your activity level up here so you can start seeing some success. If you look at my calendar, let's see, he says, I'm watching you live. How do I get on? How do I get on? I'm going to send you this link, Dre. I thought maybe the invitation would send you the link. Maybe it sent you the wrong link. Let me send you this link to, I'm going to send it to your Facebook account real quick. Let's see. Okay, and then what I will also do is should be the link. Okay, I sent that link straight to your Facebook account, and hopefully you can retrieve that. There you go. I'm also going to put the put it in the Young Wealth Builders group, so if anybody want to take a look at it, they can look at it. Let's see here. Or they can even come on. Let's do that too. Let me do that. They can look at it. Let's see here. Or they can even come on. Let's do that too. Let me do that. Yeah, go ahead.
What's up, man?
Is that me getting the echo, or
What's up, man?
are you on YouTube?
Oh yeah.
Is that me getting the echo, or are you on YouTube? Let's see.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Is
Okay.
is there a delay?
No, it's good now. It was just that YouTube.
Yeah, I was on it still.
Uh, I was still learning how this thing works. I'm gonna post a link in the group just in case anybody want to watch us live. Um, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm good, good, good. I would not. I would like to do this within 30 minutes so we can get in it, get on it, and get on out. Call it a night.
That works.
All right.
That works.
Let's see.
What time is it? Oh, okay. Pick up on my. All right. Where's it at? Yeah. 'Cause I might have I just might have to get a ride up there. That's somebody drop. Take it up there. 'Cause I was gonna because on new Canada and uh, the U-Haul. Put a U-Haul. So what I'm probably gonna do is just uh, once I finish, I'll just meet you guys up there.
All right, I'm good, Trey.
You good?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I see you over there, Ashley. How you doing? Oh, good. Cool. All right, man. What I just want to do is just um, the sequence of talking with the lead, getting the lead on, and just going through each step from the invite. So we get the lead. So I'll let you start it off, Trey, and then what we'll do is we'll just go through the 4 questions on the back end.
Okay.
So basically, what I was just saying real quick, with when we get a lead come in, you want to try to get in touch with them right away, within first 24 to 48 hours of it coming in. Sometimes they'll come in so fast it'll be overwhelming, which we've experienced that. But what's been working for me real quick is I've just been sending them a text message and sending them a copy of it, a picture of it, and letting them know, hey, it's been a couple of months since you filled out our form. We've had a lot going on, explosive growth, and just still wanted to touch base with you, see if you still keep your options open. And been getting a lot of responses, so that absolutely works. But anyway, when the leads come in, like I said before, you're gonna get a lot of people that's gonna be from all walks of life. You're gonna get all kind of characters. People say I didn't fill out the form. People gonna say, what's this about? You know, they gonna say all kind of stuff. We just want you to be prepared what they're gonna say and how it's gonna go down. You want to posture up. You want to make sure you're, for the most part, standing up, walking around, Just project yourself a little bit more so that you sound professional, you sound more businesslike, sound confident, most importantly. And what I try to do is, since I have so many leads right now, and Dre, you can share what you do, but what I do real quick is I just try to tell them, I find out what's important to them. I try to find out why did they fill out the form, what's important to them, what they're looking to accomplish. I have two forms. I have one that talks about building wealth, and I have one that talks about recruiting. The main one I'm doing right now is recruiting as far as building. Excuse me. So I just want to find out why do you fill out a form, why do you keep your options open. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do. And I use it pretty much the same thing. I let people know that we show people how to create enough cash flow during their working years so they can sustain their lifestyle, while at the same time build a financial asset that will take care of them in their later years. And we show people how to go from employee, self-employed, to ultimately a business owner, and then an investor. And then basically what we do is we show people how to build wealth. And then I just go right into it and let them know I'm going to send you over some information, and I want to schedule time to follow back up with you. So that's the easy part, because they're interested, they filled out the form, and they're looking for something. So
Right.
On the invite, how would you how do you bring it in?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I ask I like to ask questions, as much as I can to get them involved, and also keep that control area when they start to get a little crazy on the phone, depending on, and even if they're not, it puts, to try to maintain that leadership role that they sought you out. So I always try to think that how I sound and how I talk to, how I would talk to a hiring manager if they called me back for an interview. There's always that little kind of, that I'm here, and they're there trying to get that position, so, and the way they talk and the way they, go, I try to embody that. So I'll just ask them, I'll tell them, hey, my name is Andre with Young Wealth Builders out of Tampa, Florida. You filled out our online application via Facebook on building wealth and earning additional income through a business. Is that is that correct? And they'll tell me yeah, and then I'll ask them what made you want to fill out the form and get in contact with us, and then they'll tell us. Then they'll tell me, and then I'll say, being that you put that you were looking to make some additional income through a business, what has you open right now to make some additional income? Job, not enough money, what's going on? And they'll tell me, just to kind of get a little bit more. And then from there, I'll say, awesome. And I'll break it down. I said, well, I'm going to share exactly what we do, how we do, and why we do it, and hope what you're looking for, and see if it makes sense for us to move together. So I say we educate people on wealth building strategies such as minimizing taxes, eliminating debt, increasing cash flow, but most importantly, being that we are expanding, looking for people that would like to make some additional income. So we're looking for the right people to work with. And then I would go in, would like to send you some information and like to follow up. When is the best time? When can you watch it? And are you sure that time that you set is going to work? Because I can only afford to call you once. And then and that's it. And then I'll and then depending on how the conversation goes, to kind of I've been testing it out to keep retention. I'll tell them, when you watch it, write down a couple of your goals so we can discuss them when we get back on the phone. So it keeps them like, oh, okay, well, we're really going to be chopping it up. So just some people, it responds, depending on, some people actually have it, some people won't. I won't ask them, just because it was just a kind of thing. But of course, as we move forward, you start to get those things. But just trying different things on the phone and seeing what people are responding to. I switched it up, but I'll save that for another one. Right now we're just kind of getting everybody familiar, but that's what I would say. in a nutshell.
Right. Cool, cool. Yeah, I try to. I'm always trying to get better on my invite,
Yeah,
and I'm always learning sequences of or
yeah,
interview type. If I have the
yeah.
time, I can do it. You know, an interview. What kind of work do you do now? What do you like best about it? But again, you just want to keep it short and sweet. You went by my page, you filled out a form, and you looking to
Uh-huh.
earn additional income. You know, what has you open right now? Why do you keep options open? They say, okay, well, I let them know. I have a lot of people I'm talking to. I'm trying to keep this real brief. So, and we'll talk more on the back end if we make it there. And I say, I'm gonna send this information over to you. Probably take you about 30, 40 minutes to watch everything. And then what I like to do is have opportunity to follow back up with you. I always say this so we can get you any questions answered for you, give you any more details that you need to know. And last but not least, want to see if we're a good fit to work together or not. So I want to give them that feeling that I'm trying to get them. You know, I want to let them know that this is a mutual thing here. I might not want to work with you. You might not want to work with me. So it's not
Yeah.
that, you know. And they'll say things too. You know, sometimes people have some questions. Most of the time they won't. If you're flowing, if you're talking with confidence, if you're leading them right on through. But you want to. Some people are going to say, you know, how much does it cost? You
Mhm.
know, is this going to cost me something? And they'll say, is this like network marketing, or you know, what will I be doing and stuff like that? So how would you handle that, Dre? How much is this going to cost? Person say that.
Um,
What does it
it,
cost?
it yeah, it depends. Sometimes I'll use Um, I'll use. It depends what you're looking for. It can range anywhere from $10 to $179. I
Mhm.
just don't know what you're looking for, or if we even have what you're looking for. The best right now is to view the information, because quite frankly, if the information doesn't make sense for you, it doesn't matter how much it costs.
Right.
Let me get this information in your hands, and we'll go from there.
Mhm.
If that. Um, what I have been saying, kind of to go back since you brought it up, I've been, changing it up, because I tell them, you did sign up for a business like any other business. It's going to be there's startup. There's nothing that you're going to be able to do, that you're saying that you want a business that you're not going have to have some startup income with.
Mhm.
But quite frankly, I'm not worried about that. When I you can find the money anywhere. Quite frankly, but what I'm looking for is, are you coachable? Are you a self starter? Can you do what you say you're going to do?
Mhm.
Because you can find 179 or however much money in a couch somewhere.
Exactly.
But not a lot of people provide, have those qualities that I need to go forward. So depending on how they talk, I'll use that one. Well, that's the one I've been leading with, but it ranges from $10 to 179, depending on what you're looking for. That's what I'll normally say. Um, that's pretty much really it. If I'm feeling bold one time, I'll tell them straight up, it's 179. Are you having money issues? Uh,
Right.
I did that one time, and they were like, yeah, I don't have that. You buck up with them. I learned
Right.
that one from you. They'll
Yeah. Yeah.
following up with that question,
Right.
and it'll flip them right back onto the the I might need something, rather than taking control. Well, how much this is, and whatever the case may be, you
Right.
know, it's 179. Do you not have the money, or do you have any money?
Right.
So
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that because you're in business, and the more
yeah,
straightforward you are with them and letting them know that, again, because the bottom line is they're afraid that you're trying to get them. I'll text some people and
yeah,
let them know that I'll be in touch with them, and they want, can you just send me something? Can you do this or do that and all that stuff? I was like, look, if you're that afraid to get on the phone, I mean, people should know that hey, I have enough confidence in myself to know that I can get on the phone with somebody and not be swindled into buying something or afraid that I'm gonna be scammed. I mean, you're not gonna, you should be able to be confident enough in yourself. And if they're not, then it's probably not somebody you want to work with anyway. So, but people say to me, how much does it cost? Is it gonna cost them anything? Just like Dre said, you can just tell them straightforward if you want to, or you can say, hey, watch the information. You can say anything, but just pretty much say what's comfortable to you, and allow your personality to flow, and don't get scared and start stuttering, but just be straightforward and say what you need to say. But there's a bunch of things that we say, like Dre said, $9.99. It could be anywhere from $9 to $179, depending on what you see. If it makes sense. So moving on, trying to think what else do people say on the call. They don't say too much on the invite. Pretty much they're just open to hear what's going on. You just want to give them a clarity of what it is that we do, because people are going to say, what do you do? I normally, in the echo there, I normally let them know. Let's see. Turn it down a little bit. See if that's me. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So I normally just let them know again, just our mission statement. Basically what we do is we show people, and I always read it because it sounds real good. I said we show people how to create enough cash flow during their working years to sustain their lifestyle, while at the same time build a financial asset that will set them free, that will take care of you in your later years when you no longer want to work. And so when I say that to them, they resonate with that and go from there. So with that, that's the invite. Then you send them over the presentation. You want to schedule a follow-up call with them, and we all know how to do that. How to schedule follow-up. And if you're brand new and you're working leads, I would always say that when we get back on the phone to get your questions answered and give you more details. If I can, I don't know for sure if I will or not, but I will have possibly have the person that's training me on the phone with me as well. That way you can bring in your upline EVP to do the three-way call for you while you learn that too. But we'll give you the 4 questions that you want to ask that will get you through to them getting started, if it makes sense. But one of the things that I've learned to ask too is when you're scheduling a follow-up is, Dre, I would say, Dre, how good are you at keeping appointments? How good are you at keeping appointments?
I'm real good. I do what I say I'm gonna do.
Okay. Does that mean I need to call you? Does that mean I need to send you a text message? Does that mean I need to email you as a reminder, or you got it, or can you take care of everything?
Yeah, I can take care of it. I use my iPhone calendar for everything, so I'm gonna put it in my calendar just to remind myself beforehand.
Perfect. All right, and I look forward to talking back with you then. So even if they don't show up, or I've planted a seed, I believe with that I can increase my chances of that person getting back on, because I put it on the table. I put the situation on the table. How good at you at keeping of appointments, because I'm talking to a lot of people and I really won't have time to chase you down. So I'm pretty good. And so what does that mean? Does that mean I need to email you? Do I need to send you a text message as a reminder? I'm offering my services to you so that you don't miss this. That's how important it is. And you say I got it, then okay, I'm gonna take your word for it. You seem like a man of your word, and look forward to talking back with you. So that's very important when scheduling the follow-up. And then getting back on the phone, doing the follow-up call. When they answer that phone, there's normally a good chance that they like what they saw. There's normally a good chance that you're going to have some type of action going on when they pick up. Those people that they don't even follow up. They don't pick up. You don't hear from them. They disappear off the face of the earth. So, and don't take it personal from an emotional side. Don't take it personal. Don't let that hurt you. I mean, my wife was doing follow-ups, and some people was, not following back up or getting started when they said they would, and that hurt her, and she was like, I can't deal with people not doing what they say they're going to do. So she said, let me step back a little bit. But it's just part of the business. And if you can toughen up, we're working on our mental toughness. She's getting better. But if you can be tough and work your way through that, know that's a part of the business, you're going to do fine. So, Dre, the 4 questions that we asked, and these are just basic questions because we do other things. We might ask different questions on the follow-up. But this will be your bread and butter while you're learning how to work the leads. And you ask these 4 questions, and it'll take you through a sequence. So how does that go, Dre?
Yeah, we'll get back on the phone with them and say, hey, Andre, were you able to take a look at the information I sent over?
Yeah, I did. It was some good stuff. I really liked that.
Awesome, man. Awesome. What did you like best about what you saw?
I really like the taxes, the information on that. And second, I like the opportunity. And let me ask you a question. Are those $1,000 bonuses real?
Man, they they're as real as you and me, brother. And there's nothing like being able to check that bank account and seeing a couple zeros in there. You hear me?
That's what's up. I like that. I want one of those.
That's good, man. And it's crazy, man. Just with the strategies alone, man, it's just the first strategy put an extra $200 back onto my paycheck. So didn't have a whole bunch to heap of debt, but man, I was able to knock that out. Now I'm starting investing. And the beauty part about those taxes, man, when they said I was going to owe $950 because I had a business in place and I was able to write off things that I couldn't with just the job, I was able to get a $1,700 refund. So not only did I keep my money throughout the year, I ended up getting a refund from Uncle Sam for $1,700. And even if I did owe $950, with $200 a month, that's $4,600 a year. It'd have been nothing to give Uncle Sam $950 when I took half of that and invested that, and it made me more money on top of that. So, and on top of that, being able to share information like this with sharp individuals yourself and train them up the proper way, I've been able to earn $1,000 bonuses, man. So you're definitely in the right place at the right time. So good question, man. Did you have any questions for me?
Off the role play real quick. So what just happened? Dre just asked me a question and I told him what I liked that was important about what I like, and then he just elaborated. So you want to take a little bit of time to elaborate on how the business has affected you or has affected somebody that you know. And because those things are important to me, if you can help me get what it is that I want, then I'm going to give you what you want. I mean, I'm going to get started. I'm going to get plugged in. You're going to get a commission check. You're going to start building a business. You're going to have a new teammate. So you want to, if I say, I love the tax, I love them $1,000 bonuses, and you go, okay, what questions do you have? I want to hear more about that. Continue to help me understand how that works. Just tell me a little bit more about it, and so I can get even more and more excited about moving forward. So, okay, good. Back on that role play. But any questions that I have? Yeah. This is a question that I really had when I got started. I asked Marquel. I said, how does the company afford to do the $1,000 bonuses? I've never seen a company that can do that before. I asked them, how can they afford to do that?
That's a good question, man. Well, how would you answer that?
just say, I mean, you just pretty much just say, hey, it's the way the company is structured, the way it's set up. It's a debt-free company. So, I mean, we have over thousands of people joining every day.
Yeah, I heard, and that's a good point. Yeah, and they're able to do that, man. We're a debt-free company, and the beauty part about what we do, the owner and the co-owners are business builders, just like you and I. So when they go out there real top heavy, where they're taking taking huge corporate checks. They're building a business so that way there's money flowing in the company, money flowing out to pay commissions, money going in when people are building and building people, bringing people in, and that money is going right back out to other people who deserve it, who are building it and building a team and an organization. So they're able to keep the money flowing to you as you start to bring this financial education to light to more and more people. So that's a great question, man. That's a great question. Was there anything else, or if any other questions that you had for me?
Yeah. What kind of system do you have as far as building? Because I would like to build a business. I think it'd be a great way for me to share this information with a lot of my friends and family. I like to just build the business myself. So how would I go about getting this information out? Do you guys have a system in place? How do y'all do that?
Absolutely. It's great that you asked that question, because the system that we do, Andre, is the lifeline of our business, and it prompted me to ask you in the beginning if you were coachable, because we have a system that we do not deviate from that system. We like to call it the McDonald's effect. So McDonald's, no matter what McDonald's you go into, you know where the fry machine is, you know where the drink station is, right? You know where the McFlurry is, station is, and no matter where you go. So McDonald's is not the #1 franchise because they can make a good cheeseburger. You and I can make a better cheeseburger than McDonald's, but they have a system that works that even a 17-year-old kid can run a McDonald's because it generates money on its own. And that's what we have here. We have a 4-step system that we go by that will teach you, that you'll be able to teach. So the person that you bring on, that person that they bring on, that person will be all doing the same thing. And that's how we get duplication. That's how we get those $1,000 bonuses. That's how we're able to build a huge organization, because we know everybody is doing the same thing. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. It's real simple. And as you come aboard, that'll be the first thing that you learn out the gate, and you'll be able to recite it to me and to your future teammates as well. So that's a great question. That's how we're going to build this thing. That's how we're going to make all the money.
Okay.
So yeah, man, great question, man. So it sounds like you're ready to get started.
Yeah. One more question with the 179. Basically, that's the licensing fee to get started, and that comes with the software and everything else.
Yeah, great question, man. That one-time 179, that's your one-time license and enrollment fee, which is also a write-off, so you'll get that money back at the end of the year from Uncle Sam, and it's $35 a month. To keep all that going. Now, what you're getting with that $35 a month, you're going to get the software that they mentioned, the cash flow manager, where you're able to keep track of all your receipts, take pictures of them, so all your record keeping is good. The cash flow strategist, where you're able to put in, if you want to be out of debt, let's say within the next 10 years, you'll be able to put in your numbers, how much you make, all your status, and they'll map out step by step on what you need to do to land on that goal. So that's the income projections, and give you a financial plan. You're also going to get a financial calculator. So once you start investing, if you want to know how much money, if you put $100 a month at 10%, how much that's going to bring you, you'll be able to pop it out. So that way nothing is foreign to you. And this is the type of stuff that financial planners, charge $200 an hour, you're going to have at your fingertips. For that 35. You're also going to get a cashback mall. All the purchases that you normally do, Target, Walmart, Best Buy. I bought a laptop from Best Buy through my cashback mall and got 5% back on all my purchases. The beauty part about that, you can offer that to people for free. What I like to do on Facebook, when people have birthdays, I give them a free cashback mall. It's free for them, and every time they make purchases, I also get a percentage of that as well. So it's also a nice little a little kickback. You're going to get discounted legal service. You're going to also get some ID. Nowadays everybody's stealing your identity on the computer, so you'll have a key lock thing where you can keep your computer safe. So you're going to get all that and a bunch more for that $35, a month, which
Wow.
is also a write-off as well. So you're definitely going to get a lot of bang for your buck, and you're going to get a system that's going to generate you, some income. We're in the business of making money, and that's what we're looking to do. So we want you to see success right out the gate.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, perfect. Perfect. So what's next? What's the next step?
man. Yeah. So that next step, like I said, that 179, I can get you over my website. That way we can walk you through the enrollment process. Any questions that you have. So when did you see yourself getting started?
Um, I would say probably what's today here, the 27th. So I get
Uh,
paid next Thursday. Actually, would be best for me next Thursday.
Next Thursday, and
Yeah.
would that be a day you can commit to getting started?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Awesome, awesome. Well, here's what I would like to do with you, Andre. Since you sound pretty serious, I would like to start. Excuse me. I'd like to start working with you ASAP. So that way we don't have to wait till Thursday. We can start to work and have a couple people lined up for you. So by the time you sign up, you already have a couple checks coming to you right out the gate. So
Okay.
what I would like to do is have you write down a list of people you would like to share this information with for
All right.
25 to 50 people. So can you have a list emailed to me no later than Saturday?
Yeah. I would definitely do that.
Okay, perfect. So what we'll do once we have that list, we're going to go over that four-step system. And just to kind of give you an idea, it's an invite. Step one, uh, pique somebody's interest. Step two is going to be the presentation, like you did. We watched it. We got on the phone, which is step three. Follow-up call at what would be the best time. And now we're here answering your questions. So that's what we would do on the phone with each individual. But as we get on the phone, we'll go over that, what you're going to say, how you're going to say it. We'll practice it before we actually give them a call. So from now until Saturday, you work on that list. Have that to me no later than Saturday, so we can start practicing that and start going to work before Thursday. How's that sound?
Oh, that's cool. Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect, man. Perfect. Well, welcome aboard, man. Super excited to have you on the team, and then let's connect on Facebook as well, because I want to be able to plug you into our Facebook group and brag on you a little bit, and welcome you aboard, and let you introduce you to the rest of the team.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right.
Well, man, it's been a pleasure. Super exciting. You have a good night. All right.
All right. All right. So good job. Good stuff, Trey.
Thank you.
So hope you got those 4 questions that he asked. Number one is, did you watch the information? And then number two said, drawing a blank. What did you like best about what you saw? Number three, what questions do you have, if any? And he kept asking what question after you answer the question. And don't again, you're going to be, if you're just not starting with the leads, you're going to have one of us on the three-way call so that you can get to hear how we answer the questions. So make sure that you do that. Don't try to do it on your own quite yet. And if you feel you say, hey, I got it, then that's fine too. Just role play with us so that we can, say, go ahead, you got this thing. But so you ask, what questions do you have? And you ask the question, answer the questions. If you get in that situation where you're on your own, you want to answer the questions to the best of your ability. We don't know everything, but if what we don't know, we say, hey, okay, we'll get an answer for you. We'll figure it out for you. And then so after you ask the questions and they seem pretty satisfied, then your last question is going to be, you tell me, where do we go from here? Or sounds like you're ready to get started, whichever one of those works for you. And then you go from there. So if they say, I don't have the money, or I have it, or I won't have it to such a time, you just want to nail down a time and a date specifically when they're looking to get started. And then, write it down and put it on your calendar. Okay. Put it down. Do not forget. put that on your calendar. And then if they say Thursday at 9 a.m., then make sure you call them on time Thursday at 9 a.m. on the dot. Okay. So that's pretty much it, guys. You just, get the lead, you give them a quick call, and you find out what's important to them, send the information over to them, set up a time to follow back and get their questions answered, find out if this is a good fit. Don't go into sales mode if you're recruiting. You bring aboard a new teammate on the back end. Don't try to go into sales mode to sell them on why they need to be on your team. You're an employer. Don't let people treat you like one lady said. She says, well, she texted me and said, well, I've been in meetings all day, and I'll get back to you when I have the ample time, And I'll say, no, you won't, because you wouldn't do McDonald's like that. Why you think I'm gonna let you treat me that way? McDonald's hiring you to be on fries, and you talking about, well, I'll get back to you when I have the time. McDonald's gonna be like, no, we're gonna bring somebody else aboard. So I don't let people treat me that way. And I say, well, I don't even think I even responded to her when she said that. But normally I let people know that, look, I'm moving fast. Somebody texting me. Okay. Let them know that we're moving fast, and if I don't hear from you by such and such a time, then I thank you so much for your time. Then we've already probably put somebody else or brought somebody else aboard. And when you're serious and about building something and changing the quality of your life, then feel free to reach out to me, and we'll see if we can make something happen there. But do not be at the mercy of people and let them control your business. It's your business, you control it. So, all right. That's the training there. Dre, you want to add anything on the end?
Really, yeah, just to what you were saying, piggyback on what you're saying, we've all been alive at least 20 plus years. So when you get on the phone with these people, whether they're going to be serious or not. If they start, pooping you around where I'll have the time, or, if the reason why you're calling them is because they reached out to you. So always remember that. And when they hit me with that, I say, awesome. Here, I'm going to send you over some information. There'll be some instructions in the email, and follow those instructions when you get it. I'll waste my time. And I've had people, and when you're straight and assertive like that, people will catch on to that. Because I had a guy and a lady, I want to say last week, did the same thing. They were just, who is there or not? And I'm like, here, you filled it out. When they realized, I said, here, there'll be some instructions in the email, because they can feel like there was supposed to be some dialogue, and then I just cut straight to, because I didn't want to waste my time dealing with them. So you send it over, and you look at it when you look at it. And so keep that in mind when you're talking to people. Don't be afraid to let them know in a professional, strict way that I'll just send you over the information. Don't worry about it. Or once you start putting that in them, you'll control it even after you hang up.
Yeah. And then you have the gap, the last thing too, the gap. So if you get you get a lead and they just, talking crazy, you can gap them, means grab a pen, and basically what you're doing is you're saying, I forgot, some things that they just say, they're just talking crazy, because at that point I might not even send them nothing, but in order to just get them over, they say they're interested, but they can't schedule time to follow back up, or they can't get back on the phone with you, or for some reason it's just not going right. All you need to do is say, look, I'm gonna send the information over to your email address. You watch it, you like what you see, give me a call back. So if there's an inkling that you might want to work with them, or they might just be having an off day right now, so send that over to them and say, if you like what you see, just give me a call back. 9 times out of 10, you never hear from them again. But don't waste your time trying to, make stuff happen if then they give you a hard time. I had a lady, I'm gonna shut up and go. But I had a lady just before we got on the call. I was getting bad reception, and I was chatting with her, and then the call dropped. So I got on my landline and I was talking with her again, and I said, this is what we do. And I said, this is, we show families how to do this, da, 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 da. And she was like, okay. And I'm like, all right, this is not going well. And then I asked her a question. I said, where are you from? I didn't hear nothing. We said, looks like you're from Atlanta. You have 678 area code. Where are you from? And just want to get an answer. I just hung up the phone. I was like, I don't have time. I'm on to the next. People don't want to communicate, and says like, why are you calling me? Or they have that type of attitude. But she called me right back, and she called from her landline, and she was just having bad reception. But I keep moving forward, and I don't allow people to really waste my time or play games with me, because you're gonna get a lot of that. So I'm not being rude, but you still have to, maintain your dignity, maintain your respect, because you can only take so much abuse if you can come back tomorrow and do it all over again. So
Right.
hope that helps. We're going to send this out to all the EVPs that we're going to be working with. And if you have any questions, just get with us and let us know. Appreciate y'all tuning in, who's watching, and we'll see y'all later. Good stuff, Dre.
Yeah, man. You too, man. Let's go do it, y'all. Let's go do it.
All right. Y'all have a good night. And we'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, guys.
All right, Jack.